Hey, hey, good stuff, family. So maybe if you were watching last week, this is the official book signing today and release for Fight Maria Fight. It's our friend Vince McKee. And I hadn't met them except the way you did on the StreamYard Live, and ta-da, here they are in person. This is a family. Oh my goodness, I loved them from the second I read the book. There's Vince, there's Papa. That's Papa to Madeline and Maggie right there. The two girls, right? And then where's Emily?
Emily.
Beautiful Emily, his wife, who we felt like we knew from the book. This is the good stuff. These are friends of theirs here, and it's a big deal here today, right, Vince? Because today is really, your book came out when? Just a few days ago? Yeah.
Yeah, so day 4 was in Canton all week for high school football championships.
Okay, say it one more time.
Sorry, let me plug that in there for you.
That's cool. We'll hear you better. So yeah, we should mention too, that you're a big sports reporter here.
Well, a sports reporter, yeah.
Yeah, but you have all these books. Look, you've got LeBron. You've interviewed pretty much every single sports figure.
Yeah,
right?
we're real lucky. 10 years in to pretty much have talked to everybody. Saw our first championship in person there, even the Lake Erie Monsters. So very cool stuff down here at the Westside Irish American Club. Want to thank Don Kendrick and everybody for all the support this week. We have felt it. The response has been tremendous. We want to say thank you. Absolutely.
Is it Keon Sports?
KeonSports.com.
Yeah. Okay. And so this is a passion of yours, but nonetheless, you all the while have this. You're a writer. You're a writer at the core, and you have the story. This is what we say: these real, raw, genuine stories. This is Mama right here, Mama Maria, for which the book is named. Fight Maria, Fight. Papa Don.
Hello.
Right. These two high school sweethearts, all the way back to prom. I only know this because I read the book.
Yep.
But it's really the good stuff, Vince. And look, can you come over by Mama here?
Sure, whatever you need.
Yeah, and then we'll be more like kind of the same level.
Absolutely.
So again, for our viewers who maybe weren't watching when we did the StreamYard Live, the short version is that you knew that you had to write. Mama is a survivor, seizures, growing up, and so when you wrote this book, your hope ultimately was what? To make sure that people know, just keep taking the next best step, don't give up.
The hope is to never give up. So what this story is going to teach a lot of people, that no matter how bleak a situation is, it's never too bleak, and you'll have time to be sad later. So for now, if you have an opportunity to fight for a loved one, always do so. And remember, nothing is impossible. This story here, Fight Maria Fight, is really the picture of an impossible situation that turned out into a miracle. So yeah, just wanted to get that word out there that not all miracles take place on the sports field. A lot of them take place in real life, and never give up.
And so, Mama, we're talking literally, you should have been gone in the hospital.
I was gone, and
give us a window into that most recent experience when they counted you out. Even the doctors counted you out. Thanks, Don. Well, you never know nowadays. We never know. She was a hairstylist, by the way. Look at her gorgeous hair. So, Mama, faith is what got you through all of it.
Faith. My faith and trust in God and our Blessed Mother got me through.
Yeah.
I can't give the credit to anybody in the love of my family. This man right here. 45 years of love.
And when you read the book, because you had such a hard childhood, you had seizures, people making fun of you.
The bullying from kids, teachers, unbelievable. But because of those 3 friends, they got me through, and then this guy took over them.
And so we didn't get to talk to you, Papa Don.
Sure.
One sentence or two. What made you fall in love with this resilient? You didn't even know how resilient she was about to be. But what made you fall in love with this Mama right here?
Oh,
3 generations.
I was trying to have dates with her for a couple of years, and she would tell me I'm doing my homework, or in fact, one time she told me there was a basketball game on a Saturday night at the high school. So I went there. And there was only one kid sitting on a stoop in the parking lot, kind of stoned, and I'm like, "Is there a basketball game?" He goes, "I think it was yesterday." So, but just because she was always kind. I knew she came from a good family, a good Italian family. There was 8 kids, and father was a mailman, and I would see them come in the wrestling matches like they were I don't want to say it bad, but they were like ducks, they all were in a row.
Yeah.
With her grandmother and her
big
grandfather.
wrestling family.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to be with her, and then actually, the girl over there, I was dating her, and she said she needed a date for the prom. She didn't know I wanted to date her. So I said, yeah, what's her name? Once she told me her name,
Look at how that works.
yeah, and so I
That
went to
got her his foot in the door.
yeah. Once I went to their house, I feel bad now. 50
hit
years.
it off, though.
Yeah, I never went back to the other house. So we were together. We were always together. Other than when she was in the hospital, we were always together at night. But you know, just love at first sight. You know.
And then now, so you have this generation, Vince and Don, and you have the grandkids up there playing.
Yeah,
And
running
it's
around.
it's all documented in this book where Vince knew that he had to write about this. He knew. There's no way you could keep this to yourself because on what could have been, I'm going to share this again, Don. We're switching up to two microphones. But, on what could have been her deathbed.
Yeah.
You said no, it's not going to happen. Give me a window into that faith, that uncompromising faith that this family has been built on from the second these two
Certainly.
met.
Yeah, so basically, to me, it was a matter of my grandparents at the time, who were both still alive, had already lost 2 children. They had 8 kids, lost 2, and there was no way in the world I was going to let them lose a third. Didn't want my dad to lose his wife, and certainly didn't want my daughters to lose their grandma. So all those emotions at once. Plus, I knew my mom was a fighter. Years of living with her and growing up, like, I just knew it wasn't over. Sometimes you get that little sense where even everybody's saying, hey, it's over, give up, quit, start planning the funeral. There was no way I was writing that eulogy. She was going to live, and that's all there was going to be to it. And anybody who was there during that time, and you can talk to Camille and Sue right behind you in a bit if you want, I advise you do, because they will tell you that I was not going to walk out of that hospital unless she was with us. There was no way, no chance, period. And I mean, my dad called me crazy because, like, I was just yelling at doctors, but I didn't care. Like, it was going to happen, she was going to live, and that's all there was to it. And my God, I mean, here we are 5 years later, I had to write about it. So I love sports, come buy the sports books too, but her story needed to be told. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm going to show, these are all the books that you've written, but this is the most recent one, Fight Maria Fight, but you can tell who's a fan, sports writer. But this book is one about faith. I read it and I wanted to cheer. You know, I wanted to stand up and cheer. Don, you can take this back, and I'm going to wrap this up. But again, if you didn't see in the notes here, it's the Irish American Club. Westside Irish American Club.
Got it.
Okay. Yep. And it's in Olmsted Falls. Olmsted Township, and we put the address in the notes there. So you'll be here till 8 if you want to get a copy of this. But
and it's free to get in.
It's free to get. You can't be free. And you know what? Let's point out too. There are a ton of other crafts here. It's super cool.
Yes.
What's it called? Cleveland Market.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's some cupcakes. So correct. There's a lot of Christmas shopping opportunities. But so Mama Maria, Papa Don, a sentence or two to wrap this up. When people watching this may be up against family things, maybe struggling with their faith, relationship issues, what do you say to them?
I say put it in God's hand and let him take control.
I say, you know, you never give up. Sometimes the outcome sometimes isn't what you prayed for or what you hope for, but you know, God has a plan and we don't know what it is, and that's what it is. But one thing I could say that's very important about this book and my son Vince is that from the time he was a little baby, basically, if you told him he couldn't do something, he would do it. I'm so glad we never went to anywhere near Mount Everest, because he would have tried to climb it without any gear.
But kind of the same for you, I heard, right? You were a big wrestler, right?
Yeah. I always been a fighter, you know. And there's times I've been down for the count, but there's, you know, I always know there's another day, you know. Like Vince, he's a big Rocky fan, Rocky Balboa, you know. And we always joke about, you know, when you're down, I always say, I didn't hear no bell yet, so it means get back up, it ain't over. And Vince is the type that he scared me at the hospital. I was more scared about him than I was about her, because he doesn't quit. You know what I mean? And the nurses would joke and they'd say, "Well, your sons are opposite." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And they're like, "Well, Vince comes in and the first thing he does is read the monitors, writes down the numbers, asks questions. Don comes in, and just looks
But
out.
Don had his own. Don's a fighter. He had his own
Yeah,
health
he had his
care.
own thing in 2009, and luckily there was an experimental drug that still today isn't on the market, but they gave it to him, and he came right
It was
out
swine
of it.
flu he had, right?
Yeah.
You know, and when
Yeah, we
H1N1.
reported on that quite a bit, and then it's a
Yeah, he was
serious deal.
healthy, you know.
yes,
So this is a family of survivors, and it's an extended family.
Support
These are your
team.
good friends.
Nice
I couldn't
support.
even tell. Look how they're all holding hands. I love it. I love it so
Jen.
much, right? And these are your friends way back to high school here.
Yeah, high school and elementary.
Yeah, and one sentence or two, we say Mama Maria, the most resilient person, right? Stands on, what do you think of her as far as how she stands on faith?
Well, she's a walking
Oh, you know what? We got to share all these.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
sorry, you guys. Let's see.
okay.
Let me just give this. Okay, walking miracle.
She's a
Share.
walking miracle, and we all saw it, and we all believe it. So that's
Yeah.
what she is, my walking miracle.
Aw, and your name?
I'm Camille
Camille.
Yeah.
And you live
in Middleburg.
in Middleburg. Good. Okay.
One of the stars of the book.
Oh, no, you can go over there.
Okay. What's your name?
I'm Jenny.
Jenny. When you see Mama here, Mama Maria, what do you think people watching this could stand to learn a thing or two about her? How?
She's lived her faith. She's absolutely always there.
Yeah.
And
Praying.
she's
Look at her. I feel like this is a prayer right here, just a gratitude prayer. This is what a gratitude prayer looks like. Look at that. I love this.
and
Yeah.
we've been friends since Vince's first day of kindergarten.
34 years ago.
I love it. Yeah, and you chronicled how important friendship is. Like, this is.
These
Yeah.
guys saved me.
Like family.
this is one right here.
Yes. And your name?
I'm Sue.
Oh, sorry. Okay, Sue.
Sue.
You look at this Mama Maria and you think what?
I think she's been through hell and back, and her faith has gotten her through it, and the love of her family and friends.
Yep, she's still smiling.
Yeah, and she's,
Still
she's
smiling. She is.
Even
I love her.
without teeth.
Even though she's out.
And fiercely proud of your family. And I see why. Yeah.
Thank you.
I just
All
wanted
right.
to say thank you too. So, thank you. Well, I know you want to wrap it up and stuff. I just want to say that Camille, and all three of them are in the book, like huge parts of the book.
Yep. Here it is again, the book.
And
If you're just
Kathy
joining us.
Wade too, who's not here. She
dear
passed
Kathy.
away. So we just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Amen. Thank you for being such a great example, you guys, of family and faith. I love it. Stand on it, you guys. Stand on your faith. God bless.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.